What's up, Game Changers, and welcome to the Game Changers Podcast. I'm your host, TJ, aka Mr. Game Changer, and I'm back with another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. This is episode 97. Episode 97, man. Oh, we almost to 100, 3 episodes away. I'm excited. That was one of the main things I was really excited about coming back and doing my podcasts because, like y'all know, I took a break, and it was a good break. It was a warranted break, but now I'm back. And episode 100 is gonna be special for me because to put out 100 of anything, any product or any type of content is definitely a milestone. Definitely long form on content, definitely a milestone for me because I've been doing this for a minute now. Not a minute, but maybe like 2 years. I gotta go back and see when my first video I put up, but I think it was in like 2022, 23, something like that. But I'm glad to be here with y'all, man. It's gonna be a great episode today. Hopefully nothing make me mad. Hopefully, damn, why my phone? That's one thing about having like a phone. What is this? What I got? I think I got a 13. This like a 10, iPhone 10. I don't even know, 11, 12, something. But it's an old iPhone I just use for my notes and stuff. And it just went from like 20% down to 9%. It's really old. So the battery, I think something wrong with the battery, but. We gonna get straight into it, bro. What we gonna start with? Let's start with Tyson and Jake Paul, bro. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul had a fight last Friday, okay? A boxing match last Friday, and Jake Paul won. And I was a little surprised, but I didn't really listen to the people who were saying that, hey, this fight could be rigged, or hey, Mike Tyson is 58. I don't think he should be out there boxing anybody. I didn't really pay attention because in my head, like in most people's head, you're thinking, bro, that's Mike Tyson. It don't matter how old he is. He look twitchy. He look good in his little sparring matches that he be doing. Cool. And that's what I thought, bro. I was looking at them sparring videos that he'll post on his page that we'll see things like Bleacher Report or Sports Center or something like that post. And I thought that Mike Tyson really looked good, man. I thought he looked in shape. I thought he looked fast from the videos that I watched. But just watching the match, when he first came in, he stumbled a little bit. But, I mean, that could have been something, just an accident. And I thought for the first 2 rounds of the fight, Mike Tyson was fighting. Like, he was actually fighting. But after that, I think Jake Paul took control. But if you want to really hear my real opinion on it, I'm starting to believe the rigged narratives. Okay? Now that fight, come on, bro. Like I was really let down, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, like, and I guess I would be a little less, let down if it was a really good fight. Like, it came down to the wire. They had a split decision. Maybe this is a draw. But like, I would have been more cool with, maybe this is a draw, bro. They both left it out there. Jake did his thing, Mike did his thing, but it was really, really one-sided, and it got to a point where it was hard to watch. It was really hard to watch for one of the greats, one of your legends. You feel me? Like, if LeBron James wasn't doing what he's doing right now, year 22, 40 years old, I would be looking at the Lakers some type of way. I would be looking at LeBron some type of way, like, retire, bro. But LeBron is still kicking. You feel me? LeBron is still dunking the ball and one over the and one blocking shots coming out of nowhere, hitting it off the backboard like he did Iguodala when they came back to beat the Warriors. But nah, like, it just looked bad. It looked bad. So one side of it is Mike is old. He washed. You feel me? And it showed in this But the other side, like I was just getting or alluding to, was it being rigged, bro. And I seen the video where they was saying that Jake Paul whispered in Mike Tyson's ear and said, "Hey, chill a little bit." But it made a little more sense because after I seen a couple videos, I felt like he was pulling punches. Because in the first round, maybe the second round, he was hitting Jake Paul. Like, he was getting decent looks on Jake Paul. They had it close in the first few rounds. But something happened, bro. And if it, I don't think it's ever gonna come out that it's rigged because they made too much money. They said Mike Tyson made $20 million. Hey, after I found that out, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll lose on purpose for 20 million if I'm not in the sport. That's why it was so confusing to me. Like, if I was just another so big social media guy, but boxing isn't my main sport, but Jake Paul challenged me to a fight. I got a big audience. He got a big audience. So we do it and we each make money off of it. And if he let me know, hey, take a dive so I can keep my record going, I'm going to do that. But if I am an actual boxer, if I like draw people not from social media, but from using these boxing, and I have an actual record, I didn't beat some actual boxers, like I'm really a boxer or even retired, I 20 million is a lot of dollars, but I probably won't do it because like I'm a competitive person myself. Like if I was in the NBA right now, like I probably wouldn't do nothing like that because I would work my ass off for my craft. Like no matter what, whether it's basketball, football, like basketball is my thing. That's the sport that I really love. I still, play it to this day, pick up ball, but I'm passionate about whatever I do. So if I'm passionate about boxing, and I have been for years, even though I'm retired, I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking that fall for 20 million. You're going to have to give me a little less. You're going to have to give me the minimum. And we'll fight. And I want to come out of this the victor because millions of people were watching, 60 million to be exact. That's how many viewers were projected that watched the game, the fight on the Friday. If 60 million people is watching, oh yeah, I'm putting on a show, of course, but I want to come out of this the victor because I know what it would mean for me after this. In my head, I'm thinking I can get my own endorsement deals. I can get that 20 million back if I win this fight and then build off of it. Hey, I just won this fight over here, investing in me. Colgate, well, let's do a commercial. I just had 60 people watch me, and I won a fight. Let's get me some brand deals. Let's get me some. I'm not saying Mike Tyson doesn't have that. I'm pretty sure he has brand deals. I'm just looking at it from my perspective as a competitor. If I'm retired, I didn't make that much money as I did as a fighter. That 20 million does look good, but I know I can get that 20 million on the back end if I'm a real hustler. You feel me? But it was said that Mike Tyson, lost some money through his prime. Some people stole some money from him. Some financial things happened with him. So I can understand if it was rigged and, he slowed down a little bit, stepped back a little bit, or start running away during the fight purposely to get that 20 million. But to me personally, if I was a boxer, I wouldn't do it. But like I said, social media presence. And Mike Tyson was, Evander Holyfield was like, oh, let's get this trilogy going, in our old age. I don't want to see Mike Tyson in the ring no more. I really don't, because it was sad, bro. I was actually like upset. It's sad. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm sitting here watching this fight and it's boring, bro. It's boring. First of all, it's boring, but like I just said, it's sad. Like, I was sitting there like, damn, Tyson, like, fight back just a little bit. You feel me? Because in the moment, I wasn't thinking that this could be rigged. I was thinking that post-fight, because like just the way they were talking, especially at the end, freaking Jake Paul wanna bow. Mike Tyson just being respectful. No, this is a boxing ring. We know Mike as a killer, bro. You should have killed him right there. Hey, it was a meme going around that showed Jake Paul doing the little bow, and they captioned it was like Mike Tyson had the chance to do one of the funniest things in history, alluding to as soon as he bowed, because the clock was still going, he hit him with a little quick right hook to knock him out or something. But I don't know, if Mike Tyson would have did that. Maybe I would have did it. I don't know. But it's like that back end money. You feel me? That money that is promised to you if you do this, if you do that. Like, I'm pretty sure it was clauses in there. It was no clauses for no knockout. Like, they was able to knock each other out. But I don't think that's what Jake Paul wanted. And honestly, maybe that's not what Tyson wanted. Let me read this tweet that Mike Tyson put out post-fight. So Mike Tyson said, "This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time." One last time. Okay, so that's alluding to maybe he's done forever. "I almost died in June. Had 8 blood transfusions, lost half of my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight. So I won." Okay. He had to get ready to fight. So he won in life. "To have my children see me stand toe to toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you." So Mike Tyson, as expected, pretty humble. I didn't know about, he fighting for his life in the hospital, lost a lot of blood. So that's a big thing. I kind of do look at it different. So maybe he was hurt. People saying he was hurt. Hey, that commentator, bro, them commentators had me dying, bro. Let me just shift to that real quick, because he looked like he was hurt. Well, he didn't look like he was hurt. Let me not say that. The commentators start talking and they said, "Oh, his legs. I don't like how his legs looking." I forgot the dude's name, but he was like, "Oh, Mike's legs. I don't like how they looking." I started dying laughing in the bed because he keeps saying it. Like, he keeps saying stuff against Mike Tyson, like, "Oh, I think Mike's done." I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, he finna fall over, but he did have a knee brace on, and I guess, he said he had a little injury, but that should be no excuse, which I agree. You're an athlete. No excuse. Just get out there, play, box, or whatever. But with this message that he tweeted out, yeah, I don't know if he faked it or not, but you could definitely tell that he wanted to do this fight, and maybe he wanted to do this fight not really to prove it to anybody else, but just to do it for himself. You get what I'm saying? Like, because to go through all of this, to go through injuries during like training camp, go through different blood transfusions, losing blood in the hospital, fighting for his life, just to be back in the ring 8 months later. I think he was really doing it for himself. So if it wasn't rigged, Mike Tyson did come out of this the victor, because he got $20 million. He got his health, and he did something that, he wanted to prove to himself. So aside from the rigged conversations, I think Mike Tyson definitely, came out on top. Even though Jake Paul won, shout out to Mike Tyson. After reading this, it really gives me more perspective on Mike Tyson and his situation, and the mindset of him going, like, even when he walked in the ring, he didn't walk in with nobody. He walked in by himself. And I think, he should retire. I don't think he should go back into the ring at all, for no amount of money, man. No amount of money, please. I don't want to see our greats be old and be doing stuff. I mean, shoot, maybe I don't know. Maybe one person, LeBron James, but not in the way that you might be thinking. I want to see at least LeBron James, when he retired the NBA, at least play one season in the NFL. I want to see one snap. You feel me? At least I just want to see one snap. You feel me? Like him at tight end on the team, and he not really gonna play that much. But when they get in the end zone, LeBron James comes in as a Dallas Cowboy or whoever team he want to be on. He play tight end. They run a little play for him, throw it up. He catch the ball, toe tap. Imagine LeBron James catching a touchdown, toe tapping in the end zone. Come on, bro. That would be epic. So, but that would be the only older great that I would like to see. Like, I don't want to see Serena Williams get back out there on the tennis court. I'm not saying she can't do it, or any other older great legend can't get back out there. Obviously, we see Floyd Mayweather. You know, he's still quick with it. He still do some exhibitions from here to here. But, you know, I don't really want to see it unless it's competitive. Unless it's competitive. That's the only caveat. Unless it's competitive. Other than that, I don't want to see it. Like, if we see Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao tomorrow, that's going to be a draw. People going to want to see that. People going to want to see what Floyd Mayweather still got in the tank, because Pacquiao, I think he's still fighting. So people want to see that. You feel me? But no more Tyson. Let's retire him. I hope he retires. Yeah, that fight was just uneventful. That's what I would say about the fight. Let's talk about the Bears, and now we gonna make this real quick. I mean, disappointment, man. Disappointment. I'm really trying to gather the words right now. I've been thinking about this since Sunday. I'm trying to gather the words to say about the Bears, but it's really hard. Right now, it's hard being a Bears fan. I think it's hard. It's been hard for years. Ever since we went to the Super Bowl against the Colts and lost, it's been hard, bro. With Jay Cutler, it's been hard. When we missed that field goal against the Eagles in the playoffs, bro, it was hard. Trading Justin Fields, that was hard for me because I honestly wanted to keep Fields. And I'm not gonna lie, I was hyped when I seen Caleb Williams get drafted, because they were showing all his highlights. He was looking super spectacular. But when them NFL players tell these young dudes that's coming out of college, hey, college is different. I mean, the NFL is different. You can't just come in here and do all this because everybody is just as fast as you. They said that with Caleb Williams, I think a couple weeks ago, and I'm finally really getting it. You feel me? Because Caleb Williams can't stand in the pocket for 10 seconds and just throw a wild pass and it be open and spectacular. That's not how the NFL works. Unless you have just a super talented team like the Detroit Lions this year. They might be going all the way. And if they go all the way, I'm going to be in Detroit that weekend. Me and my girl already talked about it. She from Detroit, and she agreed. She was like, yep, baby. We going to be in Detroit that weekend. Cool. But back to the Bears. Sunday, they played the Packers. They was playing a decent game. And on the last drive of the game, they're down by 1. Caleb Williams lead them all the way down. And when I say lead, I mean lead. Hey, let's go for it on this 4th down. He throws 3 dots in a row. Let me see if I can remember. The first 2 was to Odunze. First one, he snapped. Because I think they either got sacked or got a penalty to send them back. So it's like 3rd and 15. Snap the ball. Caleb Williams, get out the pocket. Throw a dot to Odunze. It's 4th and 3. Snap the ball again. A little fade route to Odunze. Throw it up, back shoulder. Pow, catches it. Odunze. Then the 3rd play. snap the ball, throw it, first down to Keenan Allen. Now, here's the point of the game where I just have some frustration. We should have been aggressive instead of settling for a 46-yard field goal. We gonna get to the block in a second, but that run that y'all did, I wasn't mad at it. Actually, I was. Let me not lie. The run before the field goal, I was a little upset at it because I'm like, y'all should keep throwing the ball. Let's keep throwing the ball. Let's keep moving it down as far as we can go until this time run out. Because I think we had one time out. We had one timeout, bro. So we could have kept being aggressive because we had them on their heels, bro. 3 great dots by Caleb Williams. I was just upset that y'all decided to run the ball and run the clock down for a 46-yard field goal. I'm not saying our kicker is not capable because he's well more than capable of hitting a 46-yard field goal. But when you settle, you get a little bit complacent. Cool, this cool enough? No. Because guess what happened? They blocked the damn punt. But they didn't do the best job at blocking because they blocked it. But it traveled a little bit more. And it traveled enough. It didn't make it, of course. We all know that. But it traveled enough for me to see if we had 10 extra yards, that field goal is still going in, bro. The field goal is still going in. I'm cool with just, okay, let's take the field goal. But, you know, it's so many other areas where the Bears could have went better. I mean, the special teams, as far as blocking, they could have did better. A lot of people say that was a penalty. You can't do that with the center that's snapping the ball. You can't rush him like that. But he did get rushed. I mean, it could have been called for a penalty, but it wasn't. But it's so many other things before this that could have prevented this. And one of the main things is just being more aggressive. You had about 35 seconds. If you had less, cool, you could have still been aggressive. You could have threw the ball, incomplete pass. If it was incomplete, okay, stop the clock. Next play. But y'all being conservative, bro. Like, I like aggressive coaches, but still smart. You get what I'm saying? I feel what's his name? The coach for the Detroit Lions. I love him. Even though sometimes, like, even the commentators be like, oh, he's going for it on 4th and 6, 4th and 3. You know, he goes by the analytics, or he's just aggressive. Like, the coach for the Detroit Lions, he does that. But I feel like he's also smart, and he's gotten even smarter as I'm watching these Lion games. He's aggressive, but he's getting better at his job. I'm not saying he don't know how to do his job or wasn't smart before, but I'm saying, like, you can see the growth. If you can see the growth in the coach of an organization, it's just going to trickle down to the team, and that's what has been happening. The Detroit Lions are probably a top 2 team in the league right now. Probably under the Chiefs, but they could be number 1 if they win out. I wouldn't say they would win out the rest of the season, but if they win their next 3 games, man, we should be looking at the Lions like they the best team in the NFL. But the Bears, they just need to do better. I'm looking at this season like it's pretty much over, but I need them to continue to play like they have been playing, just to get better as a team and camaraderie for next season, because Caleb Williams is going to be this franchise quarterback. Y'all just gave up Justin Fields to the Steelers for this man. So I just want to see a little bit more growth from my team in the Bears, bro. I really do, because it's getting tiring. And it's not only me. It's a lot of Bears fans out there really tired of watching the Bears week in and week out lose. I mean, it just is what it is. That's the fact about it. If I sit up here and ask 10 Bears fans how do they feel about the Bears, it's going to be pretty much the same sentiment. So, Bears organization, please get it together. Please, 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 please. Get it together. Get it together. Players, get it together. But I'm really talking to the organization, because it's not the players when you've been feeling this same feeling about the Bears for years. Like, you've been having this feeling for years about the Bears. So the front office, something needs to change. I don't know who needs to step down, who needs to be hired, who needs to be replaced. But something needs to change, bro. Like, I thought about coming in here yelling, but it's no more yelling I can do with the Bears. Now, with the Lakers, I could do some yelling, because that's a winning franchise. But for the last, 10, 15 years, we haven't been on the greatest side of winning. I mean, we've had winning seasons, but as far as the postseason, it's been non-existent. So please, Bears, get it together, yo. Please, please, please. Because I would love to sit down and watch a Bears game and know for a fact. I would like to sit down and watch a Bears game play a good team, a really good team, and know for a fact, hey, we're going to win this game. Like, I've watched the Lakers multiple times against good teams and be like, I'm not really worried. I mean, the only way this other team would beat us, I mean, they're good, is in a close game or a game winner. But I know for sure we got this in the bag, because this, that, and the like, I've watched the Lakers in the past few years and said that. I've not watched the Bears for the past few years and said that. And like, y'all probably thinking, oh, what's the correlation? NBA, NFL. The correlation is you watching your favorite team. It don't matter what sport it is. You watching your favorite team, and you being able to constantly watch their games and sometimes be like, oh yeah, they got this in the bag against a good team. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, MLS, like, come on, man. I want that for a lot of people. Everybody but Packers fans. I want that for all the fans in the world but the Packers fans. Okay? Y'all Packers fans can suck it. Suck it! I don't know why my nose get like this every time I get down here in pod, bro. Like, my nose be tripping. But next topic. Bears get it together. Travis Hunter, this will be quicker than my Bears segment. Travis Hunter for the Heisman. Ashton Jeanty just got 3 touchdowns, whatever, 100, 200 yards, his usual. I don't want to say whatever. Let me not do that, because he's playing really well. He's just not playing better competition than Colorado. And the reason I say that is because they're just not. I mean, if you go and listen to some of these sports shows, they're talking about the SEC against other players. So Notre Dame is not in the not SEC, SEC, whatever. Whatever Alabama and Texas, all of them, South Carolina is in. Notre Dame is not in that conference. And they keep saying, hey, we have teams like South Carolina that has been playing multiple good teams in this conference. But this conference is way different than the conference that Notre Dame is in, or the Big Ten. You get what I'm saying? So they're making those type of correlations, and that's all I'm trying to do with Travis Hunter and Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty is playing in the Mountain West Conference. And Travis Hunter is playing in the Big 12. Which conference is better? That's all I'm trying to do. And you can pick a winner from that. But if y'all just want to pass that to the side, forget everything else, ask yourself, who is the better overall player? Because that is the name of this trophy. The Heisman goes to the best college football player this year. And that is not Ashton Jeanty. He has had a good year, but it is Travis Hunter. If you go 101, I don't care if you forget the stats. If you watching college football like I do every week, you can see that Travis Hunter is obviously the best player in college football. I mean, he getting touchdowns, he getting interceptions, he getting pass breakups. He's even blocking great. I bet y'all not even watching that. He's a great blocker also. Like, this man literally does everything and needs 3 days of rest time to prep for the next game, bro. That lets you know he's and people saying, snaps is not a real stat. They only created this stat for Travis. Just think about that. Even though they created a stat for him, why did they create that stat? Huh? Why is a stat created for a player that you don't think it should win the Heisman? You see how that sounds? A whole stat created for, I'm not saying created, but maybe brought back up, that wasn't talked about on years and years. Like years before this, they wasn't talking about how many snaps a player has played, but he is impacting the game on both sides, and he's doing it at a high level every single snap. Sometimes some games he only missed 1 snap, and that's incredible. That's what the best player in the country is doing. So kudos to Ashton Genty, but it should be Travis Hunter easily. And I think it's going to be close. And if Ashton Genty win, bro, I think it's going to be a lot of talk. It's going to be a lot of frustration. It's going to be It's going to be some controversy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's going to be some controversy if Genty wins over Travis Hunter. And of course, it's going to be controversy regardless, but sports minds, forget a football mind. You're a person who loves watching sports, which is me, and which is a lot of people who are professionals in the media are saying, yo, Travis Hunter is the Heisman winner, and it's not even close. It's not close. Multiple professionals saying that. So, I mean, all y'all got to do is get it right, really. Just get it right. Cayenne to Syracuse. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Cayenne Anthony, Carmelo Anthony's son, is going to Syracuse University. He has committed. That's obviously the college that Carmelo Anthony went to and won a national championship with. I'm super excited to see him. I'm probably going to be watching every game like I do with Travis Hunter. Like with college basketball and college football, I watch for players. I don't really watch for teams because I don't have a specific team that, that's my team. Or I've been watching that team since I was a child. Those 2 teams for me are not in those sports. The 2 teams are the Lakers and the Bears that I grew up watching. I didn't really grow up watching like college football or college basketball like that. But I'm definitely watching Syracuse for Cayenne. Like, what's his name? I'm blanking. But UCF, I'm blanking his name. But he got sent to court, arrested for pulling out a gun. I'm watching UCF for him. Like last year, I watched USC for Bronny. So it's specific players that I watch for, and I'm definitely going to be watching Syracuse this year. Shout out to the Anthony family. So Beyonce is doing a halftime show on Christmas for a football game. Let me make sure I got this game right, so I can actually see what game is it. But when I seen this, I was a little confused. And I was confused because Kendrick Lamar is doing the halftime show for the Super Bowl. But Christmas and the Super Bowl are about 4 or 5 weeks away from each other. So I'm just a little confused. This ain't this big of an artist. I don't want to say never. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say you just picked Kendrick Lamar to do the Super Bowl halftime show, but what is the reason you're choosing Beyonce to do a Christmas? I'm not saying this is a regular game. It's a Christmas game, but do the halftime show for a Christmas game. Maybe I got to do my research. Shout out to J-Man. Maybe I just got to do my research and see if they have hired big stars to do Christmas games in the past, but I just find it a little odd on why they would do that, because Beyonce is such a big draw. Like, she draws so much attention. So, and plus they say they're going to be streaming it on Netflix. First of all, Netflix. Let me get back to the Tyson. Netflix, get y'all stuff together, bro. Because if y'all gonna have Beyonce do a halftime show for an NFL game on Netflix, y'all need to get it together. Because if 60 million people came on one stream and had y'all scribbling and scrambling to get y'all connection right for 60 million people on one platform, I damn near like most of the fight or the pre-cards, the cards before the main event, I couldn't really watch them. Like, it was freezing. I could barely see. It was stop. Like, Netflix, get it together, because you ain't gonna have all these. You gonna get a rude awakening on Twitter when it get to stopping, and then the Beehive get to sending them bumblebees under y'all posts. It's gonna be under the Netflix post. It's gonna be under the NFL post. It's gonna be straight bees because they can't watch Beyonce. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see. Week 13. What is this? 12/5. When is Christmas? The 25th. December. Let me see. The 28th, 29th. I'm going to get this game the 25th. The Ravens and the Texans. The Ravens and the Texans will be streamed on Netflix on Christmas at 3:30 p.m. Okay. And she's doing the halftime show. Oh, it's in Houston. Oh, okay. That's making a little bit more sense to me. It's in Houston, so it may be a Houston thing, but I'm just a little confused. Why would they do this? I mean, it obviously people were already gonna watch this game, but it has to be a reason. I'm just curious what the reason is. That's really why I brought this topic up. Just curious why Beyonce is performing at a halftime. But, Houston, that might be one reason, but that's not the main reason. I just want to know the main reason. Hopefully that comes out soon. Jay-Z, talk to us. I know you did this whole. I know you put her on the card. Why is Beyonce performing? But I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. I'm a Beyonce fan. Shout out to Ashley. Let me go back in time a little bit. My auntie Ashley, I used to go over my grandfather's house different weekends, to spend the night, and she was there. And we really close in age. This was back when MySpace was popping. That yeah. She was on MySpace in her room, and she turned on Beyonce, not creating, but she, how you could put on your front screen, or what they call it, the board. She was just doing that on her little MySpace, and she got Beyonce playing. Like, she over here, like, how you have fond memories of things in life. I remember her just doing this in her room. So, I've been a Beyonce fan. I know she's a Beyonce fan, so she gonna stay tuned. I actually want to get her on this couch. She actually moved to Dallas. Maybe she'll go to the game on Christmas. Maybe. Man, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna actually call her. I wish I could call her right now on air, but I can't. But I'm gonna call her and ask to see if is she thinking about going to the game. But Beyonce, yep, a Christmas game. I'm gonna be attached to this story, and I'm gonna take a closer look as we get closer to that time to see what the real reason is. I just want to touch on the NBA real quick, and I just want to say this. Klay Thompson and Paul George, they will regret not going to the Los Angeles Lakers. And let me say this. Let me start off with Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, I think it was a trade with Dallas, or was he a free agent? I don't know. But for him to choose Dallas, the Dallas Mavericks, because I know the Lakers was on his radar. But for him to choose the Mavericks over the Lakers, that's gonna be a big regret for him, in my opinion. Because of course you have Luka and you have Kyrie, but Luka has really been getting exposed, and he has been for years. But he's such a offensive juggernaut that you really overlook his lack of defensive presence. So you already have a defensive liability in Luka. You have Kyrie Irving, who plays hard throughout the whole game, but on the switch, I mean, is barbecue chicken sometimes on the defensive end for Kyrie Irving. Klay Thompson, I don't even feel like they're giving him the ball enough at Dallas. I feel like Klay Thompson should be getting more touches. If I have one of the best shooters in NBA history, I'm getting him multiple touches a game. Like more than he's getting right now. I don't know the specific numbers, but I've been watching a few Dallas Mavericks games, and I don't like the position that Klay Thompson is in right now. So I think he's gonna regret that. I mean, what is he? I don't know, 35, something around that range. I don't know how many more years he has left in his career. I mean, he has 4 rings, so he can retire anytime he wants. But I think he's gonna regret going to the Lakers. Also, Paul George. The 76ers are 2-11 right now. They're 2-11. Huh? Talk to me now. The 76ers with Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Max Christie are 2-11. Wow. Just let that sink in for a second. I know Joel Embiid, he been out with injury. So has Paul George. So it's real early in the season. Cool. But I don't see this going nowhere. I don't see them winning no championship. I don't see them beating Boston. Shoot. If the Knicks is fully healthy, I don't see them beating the Knicks. If I'm going to be honest with you, in a 7-game series, I just don't see it. And y'all probably going to kill me. Oh, it's a healthy Paul George and a healthy Embiid. Oh, they can definitely make some noise, but I don't see them making it to the finals, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. This team was put together for them to make the finals. Has Joel Embiid made the finals yet? No. And there's a reason for that. Of course, injury, but I mean, we got to be realistic. Like, I would say the Lakers have a better chance of winning the championship than the 76ers do. And that stands at this point. I know we got to go through more of the season. 2-11, that's 13 games. We only 13 games in out of 81. But still, bro. I feel like Paul George is going to regret that. He went to the Clippers and he re-signed with the Clippers. A fucking mistake, bro. A mistake. And I'm getting a little irritated thinking about it. Klay Thompson, cool. But Paul George should have been on the Lakers. He should have made that decision. Because I don't know the reason why. You don't want to play with LeBron and AD. That don't make sense at all. That does not make sense. You're the 2 guard, and you come in, bro, just imagine Paul George and Anthony Davis on the same team. Forget LeBron. Paul George and AD on the same team? Bro, that would be hectic for niggas, for other teams. That would be really hectic. I guess I'm just irritated as a Lakers fan because, like, he talking about he was a Lakers fan when he was younger, LA, but he wanted to go to LA to make his own stamp. They didn't do nothing on the Clippers. Now he made a horrible decision to go in the East. He's running from the smoke, in my opinion, but he going to the East to an injury-filled Joel Embiid and think you're gonna make the finals, bro. I don't even think he want to make the finals. I just think he want to get his money and just be cool with his career. Because that's what it's looking like. If you really wanted to win, you would have went to the Lakers. You would have went to the Lakers because we won one, bro. In the past 6-7 years, we've won one. But you won 0. I just want to say that about them too. I think they're gonna regret it. I think LA is a draw, but I think it's a lot of haters. And I'm not saying Paul George or Klay Thompson, but it's a lot of lovers of LeBron and respect for LeBron, especially from the young players in the NBA. But I feel like it's a lot of hate from just different players and organizations in the league of the Lakers. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of jealousy, I think. And you would think, who would be jealous of the Lakers? The Lakers is a draw. The Lakers every year they have televised. They're in the top 3 of televised games because they're such a draw. No matter who's on the team, it's the freaking Los Angeles Lakers, bro. They're always going to be a draw. So, and that draws haters. It draws haters, bro. Shoot. Don't you just hate that though? Don't you just hate that sometimes when you draw haters? Just draw haters to you just being great your damn self. I don't like that either, man. Just drawing haters. Hey, haters, back up. Back up, man. I know you see me being great, but please back up. Last thing I'm gonna touch on G Herbo and Yosohn. So G Herbo, shout out to him. He brought Yosohn on Kai Cenet stream because Yosohn is a big fan. If y'all don't know who Yosohn is, that's G Herbo's son. Brought him on the stream. They was having fun. They was doing all type of things, but the main thing, the 2 main things that went viral was Yosohn getting his ears pierced, and he started crying, but G Herbo is consoling him, letting him know that he can do it. Just close his eyes, breathe. And then there was another video where Yosohn is giving a motivational speech, because everybody that Kai Cenet has on his stream gives a motivational speech to the viewers that's watching. So Yosohn is giving a speech, make sure you love your family, do your homework, like just different kid stuff. He's saying different kid stuff, but then he starts crying, and then G Herbo is consoling him. He kissing on him, loving on him as a father. And that got everybody's attention. And from what I read in the comment section, everybody was in support and love of what G Herbo did. And he really showed that fathers, especially black fathers, like, it's good to show your kid love and support and like be aware of their emotions and like take that in and be like, not console. What am I trying to say? A kid's emotions is very important. So as they express those, you have to be open to your kid expressing their emotions. And G Herbo even said it himself. Yosohn is an emotional kid. He expresses his emotions well, and he's a very smart kid also. That's all Kai Cenet was saying most of the stream. Yosohn is so smart. Oh, he's such a smart kid, because he is for his age. The way he talking, the way he communicated, the way he understands things. So you could just see it on the stream. And this ain't really nothing new to me as far as seeing how G Herbo is, because I've been following him since he was Lil Herb, since Welcome to Phaso Land, since hey ha hey ho he hey ha hey ho, since Heaven to Hell, since Ball Like I'm Kobe, since all that. You feel me? I'm rolling. Like, so I've seen G Herbo grow from Lil Herb to G Herbo, and you feel me? Like when the baby mama situation stuff was happening with Ari back in the day, a lot of people was kicking her back in, but now they finally get to see that him as a father, him as I'm 26, so he might be 27, as a 27, 28-year-old. G Herbo is a grown man taking care of his kids, and he understands the father and son relationships and how that needs to be bonded, mended, how that needs to be put together in a way where your son, your daughter, your children could show their emotions, but also notice that, hey, my father has my back no matter what emotion I'm going through, whether I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm happy. You feel me? So shout out to G Herbo, man. He really put on for the good fathers out there, and it was nothing but love, bro. It went super viral. And even like a week before that, I found it kind of ironic that he went up there with his son and he had such a special moment with him. But I felt like DDG had some special moments with his son on Kai Cenet stream, but it was kind of ruined by Halle and what she was saying. You know, she posted something that was pretty negative, and her fan base went straight to the negativity with DDG. But on this end, oh, G Herbo is calling Ari while they on stream and talking to Yosohn, and he on the phone with his baby mother that he's not with anymore, but they have great communication skills. I'm pretty sure he let her know that he was going on the stream, and like she didn't really have no problem with it. And if she had a problem with it, we wouldn't have known about it, because I feel like just how G Herbo has grown, Ari has grown too as a mother of your son. So I think G Herbo's situation, I mean, looking from the outside in and just looking from what I see on the internet, I feel like their relationship has definitely grown. I think Ari has a show somewhere where like she's showing behind the scenes of her and her, you know, doing the whole co-parenting thing. So it's great to see G Herbo put in this type of light, and also Yosohn, you feel me? Like he also is put in a big light, but a super positive light also. So I would just like that to be reciprocated with G Herbo music, because I think G Herbo is one of the best rappers out right now, in my opinion. Better than Lil Baby. I think he better than 21 Savage. In my opinion, I think he better. I'm talking about rapping. A better rapper than Lil Uzi. Who else put a Yeet? The younger people like to say Yeet. I know Lil Durk from the same place. I think he better than Durk. I could put a handful of rappers and just say my opinion on G Herbo being better than them. But I think G Herbo should get his flowers in music also. He has a great discography of music, and I feel like it's underappreciated. So shout out to G Herbo. Shout out to all his supporters. Shout out to everyone that showed him and his son love. Shout out to Kai Cenet for having him on the stream, man. Kai Cenet is really doing big things, big numbers, bro. It is really astonishing to see. And like I said last part, it's really motivating for me, because like he's literally waking up every day. I can see he's smiling from ear to ear most times, because he's doing everything he want to do, everything he love. Like he doing a 30-day marathon. He got the Jabberwockies on there. He got Bill Nye the Science Guy. He got Glorilla. He got G Herbo. He had Lil Uzi Vert. Like he has so many people on there that, you feel me, an average person would like to meet, but he meeting them like based off of like friendships, relationships, and the big audience he has. Like I'm not gonna say all the people that came on there is his friends, but they realized that Kai Cenet has a big audience, so they said, let me come on here. And I'm pretty sure he hand chose all of the guests on there. So I strive maybe not to be a streamer. I might stream, but like with video games, I would more so want to do that. But you know, as far as the success level of Kai Cenet, I think all of us as content creators, we strive to hit that point, because I mean, you know, that's financial freedom right there. I mean, what you do with it is your concern, but that's the goal for not only the content creators, but really a lot of people in this world, is to be financially free. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody involved. G Herbo again, man, big fan, and that's all I really got for y'all today. Yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great about the trajectory. I can't even talk today. The trajectory of my podcast, man. Like I've been saying, I appreciate everybody who support me, who love me, who just hit the like button, hit subscribe, even take at least 5 minutes to watch, my podcast. I appreciate all y'all, man. And if you got to this point, much love to you. I hope God give you 1,000 million blessings coming your way. If you watching this part right here, blessings is coming your way. Know that, man. One of the most important things in this world is to try to help others, yo. Because a little bit, just a little bit of inspiration, y'all, for others, it can go a long way. Remember that. Mr. Game Changer, I'm signing out.